here in Manila, and it's the grand finals, LD.
OG versus Liquid, game one, let's go. And we're underway, gods. As we walked through the draft, I think it was when the Lich came out that you said, this looks really good for OG.
Yeah, the opening two picks, you can tell by how fast Kuro was drafting. He had kind of a clear plan as far as what they're giving up, what they're going to get in return. But this Lich pick really gives OG a big laning stage advantage. Lifestealer in any lane, he can go up top with the Lich. He can potentially solo the bottom lane against the Slider, is going to be able to get farm. And I think OG's laning stage is very scary. There's a lot of pressure on Kuro to get a lot done on his Riki.
Yeah, we've seen teams have a lot of success with the Riki. It's normally been paired with a Lifestealer more often than not, as a secondary Infest Bomb vehicle, but felt like maybe a bit of a block pick from Liquid. Obviously great to drop the deep wards down, so can also set up the glimpses. That's the other big thing the Riki does bring to the table. So between that, the amp damage, perhaps playmaking coming from Jerax will also be the difference maker.
A fight's brewing, LD. Both teams have a lot of heroes. They see each other as well.
Level 1 Lich. Let's see. They're going to go for it. OG are confident. The boar comes in. Earth's on the high ground, getting slowed down a bit. Even a kinetic field being dropped here. A rumble at the North Rune. Who grabs it? Alchemist wants it. No-Tail does get it. Even if he goes down, not too shabby. A 1-for-1 as far as the bounty routes go. But No-Tail will give up the first blood, and they might get Fly as well. Running down the Lich. A secondary kinetic field dropped on point.
Crit has just been insane, and they've got Jerax on their team, but Crit's making a case for the best Earth Spirit player of the tournament.
Again, the kinetic field, but this time Fly's also been caught in it. Matumba Man getting off the clap. Jerax on the chase. They drop the cloud. They're going to lose Fly. Another death here. While in the mid lane, No-Tail under harassment, but he is going to have reinforcements coming in, or Spirit here. But can they really kill Fada, even with this DD rune?
More likely we see a kill onto the Alk if he's not careful. No-Tail.
There's the crush, the roll is a whiff from Crit, a rare one at that, and No-Tail may pay the piper here. Glimpse back by Jerax, 3 heroes, descending on the kinetic field. Doesn't quite clip him, but it doesn't matter. Liquid get the kill anyway.
To guarantee that kill. Inside of OG, as you mentioned, they're playing very slow and reactionary, but they are going to go Matumba Man up top. The kickback is a tower.
Crit, first time, not a success. Second time, much better, but Matumba Man trying to man up against this. He is silenced. He gets off a clap. He turns. He wants to kill Crit. He mauls him with the help of Kuro, so it ends up being a 1-for-1 there. It is a core for a support. But still OG. Bottom rune looks like they may want to clash at this. As they go, roar onto Fada. No-Tail left on a bit of an island as they glimpse Moon back. They're going to chase No-Tail forward, but he has gotten off the chemical rage. He seems to be out of the danger zone. Meanwhile, Moon, he becomes the new target. Mind control pursuing him, but that boar slowing the fish down. They're so frustrated. Amp him and smack him. Might even commit a crush for this. We'll see. Yeah. He beats it down, but the exactly what they want. Radiant using the scan here is going to catch the tail end of the smoke. So OG, they see Kuro, but they also should have seen some of these Liquid heroes moving in, and they are going to back away. Just the end of the scan, barely clipping Liquid. Looking for that glimpse play, though. Can Jerax be the savior again? He's found one. Pulls in the Lich. Down Fly goes. And now, perhaps the tower.
Position, and here come OG. Miracle ready to start getting involved. No armlet yet,
but while that's happening, they are taking the Roche on the side of Liquid. Even if they lose one, not the biggest deal. They do try to catch up. Mind control here, but he TP's out right next to the Static Storm. Where's that stun? Crit walks back into the silence. They even throw in a Chain Frost. They get the Jerax kill, but a support and a smoke, a support kill. You have to spend a smoke. They get the Aegis. Liquid are just fine with that.
And that's a 5-man smoke rotation up top. Liquid are going to be very happy that they were able to keep their course.
Radiant's Dream is going to be a little bit delayed here. Has the Relic, has 200 gold, but in the mid lane, it's another pick off. OG starting to hemorrhage kills, gold, and experience here as Liquid 3-0 in their last 3 big showings. I believe the score 7-2 between these two teams over those matches appears to be in the driver's seat for this fourth. And they jump onto No-Tail there. The amp damage coming out. Now the cloud as well. No-Tail, he needs the Radiance. It's going to be delayed for another day. Liquid still hanging around the Timbersaw healthy, and Fada moving in for additional juicy kills. Meanwhile, Matumba Man fairly low, has the Aegis. It may end up popping here. Oh, it will lose it, but still, they've gotten some additional momentum out of this, getting the outkill. Round 2. Let's fight. He's going to blink away, so Fada not wanting to have a piece of that. Matumba Man retreating out, so they get a kill, but it's a kill on the Alk, delaying the Radiance.
Yeah, it's a decent turnaround from OG, getting the Aegis as well as the Riki, but losing their Alk is to help protect them when they play aggressive. Although, I mean, looking at like versing Lifesteal, you always want to have those Force Staffs. So they're kind of recognizing that the Lifesteal right now is not a threat, and they can buy time before the Force come out. Mid lane crit, yeah.
The Cloud again. It's Kuro started off. Fada jumping in. Crit. Can he make it out? No chance. The Crush says no. OG too late, and already Fada looking to dive No-Tail, going very far for this one. The Glimpse back is going to pull him towards the team. They keep vision on him. Great play around the Jerax Disruptor. And Liquid working their magic again, not giving OG room to breathe. And hey, the Earth Spear kill is one thing, but getting the Alchemist on top of that is a brutal price to pay if you're OG.
And the important thing though with this Vlad is you don't have the best pushing lineup, and the Vlads kind of can at least help solve that problem to a small extent.
They are quadruple melee, so you know, going later can be nice. And obviously Ursa did not go for the Vlads. We don't really see that build too much anymore.
Absolutely.
And these Ancients, which have not been farmed all game, are now being stolen by Liquid, ransacking their territory and then salting the earth. Just additional punishment for OG. They are going to smoke. This is raise their ire. They've got their hackles back, but Liquid are just fast enough to get away. Miracle slowly marching after them. Crit is there as well. Liquid do make it out.
That TP out from, they get out of dodge. They've got Roshan coming up in the next 3 minutes, and while they're waiting, they are going to go for a smoke play of their own. They have vision on OG, importantly.
High ground, though, is OG's if the fight breaks out, where I think it will, but mind control! He gets the jump with the 2-hero across the chain pulse coming out, but Matumba Man just ignores it, shrugs it off, charges forward, and now looks for more. Fly on the back line. That Lich ain't going anywhere. 3 have fallen. Does the rest get out? Yeah, Beastmaster over to mid. Alchemist already escaped, so still a core down, 2 supports. They just, when are they going to be able to take a fight, gods? We're not
seeing what Alchemist can do in this tournament.
They found another Mr. 9K MMR. Can't dodge this one. They get the crush off. The amp damage there as well. They're going to glimpse it right back into a static storm. He barely makes it out, but Matumba on the chase. Oh, he's going to play it safe. Could have tried to dive for that one. Actually, he's looking for it now from the backside. Comes Fada, the Germans are coming, and OG is running. They get up the chain frost, try to turn the fight, but Fada's too tanky. Kuro drops a secondary Cloud, and then they retreat. They might lose Kuro on the way out. The Alk stun's there on the Slardar. The fish dropping low. And they will have to back away. Still, another core down, a core for support again. And OG on the defense.
I thought maybe when he played Timbersaw, had one of the best Timbersaws I've ever seen, but Fata has kept up and even been at times out-farming an Alchemist, has 19 Bloodstone charges, Blink, Plate Mail. He is having much against Timbersaw, who's only going to get scarier and scarier, now has a completed Shiver's Guard.
Relatively quiet mid-game here. Occasional kills. Liquid slowly building up an advantage. Now up to an 8,000 gold and experience lead, and they find another one. It's No-Tail on the bottom lane. Radiance currently deactivated. Might want to turn that on. And still being pursued out with the Cloud there. Kuro blinking in again. It's going to force a big TP reaction. No-Tail getting completely chunked down here. The Chain Frost is beautiful from Flydo. They roar Fada. They brain him down. No Bloodstone tonight. He's coming back in 10 seconds though. Matumba Man stands his ground. Secondary Cloud. The Alk stun is there. They're going to lose the Ursa. They've lost 2 cores. Aegis is coming back. The Bloodstone TP respawn play is in effect. Do Liquid re-engage?
You can't, not with Fata's insta respawn, but doesn't have boot to travel just yet. 5 seconds away. Matumba Man wants back in, but all the summons canceling his blink for now, buying OG some room to retreat.
The Radiant still inactive here for No-Tail. Really does need to turn this on if they're going to look to fight as he chases towards mind control. Gets off the stun, slowly working on him, and he is going to get glimpsed back for a moment. Finally gets it on, but it seems like already the damage is done. Liquid diving deeper. They've killed off the Lifestealer. They're looking for a 4th. They want Big Daddy, keeping the vision. Glimpse, is he going to get in range for this one? They don't need it. They just beat him down. Death by the Bear Claw. And now the tower will be next.
That's a dieback from the Alchemist. Miracle almost survived at the start of that fight. If he manages to get away from the Matumba Man Ursa, that could have been a very different engagement. But Matumba Man with both Diffusal and Skull Basher, it's impossible to get away from this Ursa.
Man, No-Tail just getting slaughtered there. Not having that mischance is going to make a big difference in these fights as you're up against heavy physical damage.
This is where Matumba Man just
consistently accruing a little bit more advantage as time goes on, and they've continued to force the Alchemist into very mid-game items here. N0tail now going for BKB in mid. They find the jump. It's on to, well, Crit actually getting the Disruptor kill. He gets Jirax, but they trade a support, so 1 for 1 there.
That was a really just kind of YOLO play from OG, but that's what they need.
They get Matumba, but he's BKB'd already. I believe he still has his ultimate here. He can man up, and man up he will. Pair up, perhaps the better way to put it. They are tanking this full Chain Frost and charging forward. Liquid engaging onto OG, slaughtering all green heroes before them. Now the crush. N0tail next. Big Daddy going down. He too will fall. 4 bite the dust. 30-10. It's a rout. And Noon will make it a team wipe very likely. One more chain. Bada drills him, snags the gem, even though Courier isn't faster than him. And then chains away. Well, if a team wipe isn't enough to break high ground, gods, I'm not sure what is.
A team wipe, you're getting a kill at the enemy found. Exactly kind of what I mentioned. You don't really care about going for the buildings, you go for the heroes. And you know that OG have no firepower. They have no items. They have no way to punish this. You steal their gem, you kill them by their fountain, and then you're like, okay, let's walk away and take some buildings now. So it looks like Liquid will secure their first melee racks. These heroes almost respawning already because of how slow Liquid push, but doesn't really matter when there's no one left to defend. The Lich kind of picked up partially to kind of punish the fact Liquid can't really push down towers, but Liquid have just changed their game plan. They've reacted incredibly well, and OG need to make a magnificent play to turn this around.
It's going to need to be immaculate.
That Static Storm.
Oh, here they go. And Best Bomb gets it underway, but Matumba, PKPs. Not often you see a life stealer taking this kind of punishment in this tournament, but today he is the punching bag for Matumba Man. OG on perhaps their last legs. They are going to try to hold here, but they're down 2 heroes. N0tail, the BKB going to wear off soon. He commits in deep. He gets nothing. And Liquid just walk it off. Full 5 hero survival there. Can afford to take some risks. Also a buyback on Kuroki, as well as on Mind Control on the Slardar. So there will be plenty of insurance policies here. And to add to the pressure, OG see that mid lane slowly shoving in, even top lane pushing against them. As soon as somebody shows elsewhere, Timber's going in. He actually finds Crit, and Crit gets nervous. He backs away.
Take out one of the wards. There is a second.
They're going to smoke. Here we go. This could be the big initiation, the last stand for OG. Can they find the pick? No. It's Mind Control. He gets the jump. Come out and play, he says. OG, what do they do, really? Now down a Beastmaster, he'll buy back as well. Static Storm connects on N0tail. He's going to have to BKB. They roar Matumba Man. They're going to look to bring down the Ursa, but a great force stab from Jirax keeps him in fighting shape longer and longer. He is surviving through this. Heals up, courtesy of the Cheese, re-engaging, charging forward. N0tail is still alive through all this, but the Life Stealer's dropped an excellent ultimate. Simply not enough from Crit. He's just too far behind here on the Earth Spirit. And N0tail now, Big Daddy, and the rest of OG just didn't have it.